This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows home so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews all on the app. Download today.
Good evening, Blues fans. Happy Monday and welcome to the Tilton Talk show sponsored by AMG Logistics with myself, Paul Hipkiss, Mr. Fixer Craig Courtney.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Chimney Boys.
The one and only Claire Wilder.
Good evening. Chimney, chim, churro. I might have it on. Sorry, Jack's excited.
Yeah. The Chairman, Alan Watson.
Good evening, everyone.
Mr. Roadmark Adam.
Good evening, everyone.
And the main man, Mr. Chris Brown.
Good evening.
So I think considering we've already heard his voice tonight and he's the sort of voice of the opening credits of our show, it's only right for us to wish Richard Goulding all the very best after feeling unwell before Saturday's game. Sorry to hear that, and I hope he's on the mend very soon, and we know we see him back on that microphone next Monday night. But I thought the lady who stepped in for him did a really good job and did really well, especially at short notice like it must have been. So yeah, all the best, Richard, mate, if you're watching, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you back on that microphone very soon. Okay, so I think there's only one place to start, even though we've got so much to go over, obviously having had a week off as well. But early question to our viewers and everyone here, is this the best year in the club's history? The reason I ask that is because we've obviously broken the world record on number of points, 111, obviously in League One. We've had obviously the full takeover of Knighthead. And now on last Thursday, we've had a stadium revealed, which just took my breath away. And Alan, obviously, I want your thoughts first, mate, on the new stadium and what your first sort of thoughts were. I take it you watched it live on YouTube, did you? And what did you think when you first seen it? What was your first thought?
Well, I've got to be honest, my first thought was, oh my God, that. Sincerely, I thought, what on earth are we looking at here? And then basically I watched through several videos, and the more I saw, the more I fell in love with it. And I thought, what a great idea. And the explanation of what, yes, they're a bit of artwork, the chimney pots, but they do have purpose as well. They're part of the engineering system, the ventilating system. Yeah. And the stanchions are there to hold the roof up and required to be the height they are to do that. And it's, I can't wait to go up the top of the chimney and have a look at Worcester from there. It's going to be terrific. Yeah. So the more and I've got to say, Mr. Wagner, he could sell snow to Eskimos. Once he opens his mouth and starts telling you what's actually going on, you just eat up every word, and he's marvelous, and he explains. Not only, this is a pretty picture of a very nice stadium. It tells you what it's about. It's what it's for, what it's going to have, what, the things it's going to have appear inside it, and, the money streams. And he doesn't leave anything out, So when he talks, you listen, and when you listen, you're convinced. And I was thrilled, but by the end of the day, I have to say, I probably watched the thing 3 or 4 times. And people I spoke to, people who were from around here, not slightest bit interested in Birmingham City Football Club, it got round. And people were coming up to me. Even my minister in church on Sunday morning said, well, how's the ground going? And I said, well, it's the last great cathedral. You should be very pleased.
Yeah. What I love most about it is it's unique to us. You look at Tottenham's ground, you look at, all the new stadiums, West Ham's, all these stadiums that have been built in recent years. They all look very similar. Arsenal's as well. But we could have just built a bowl. But I just love the way it's going to be a landmark, and you're going to be attracting people there from far and wide, aren't we? They're going to come here just to see that stadium, and also, every day of every single year, the whole complex is going to bring money into the club, isn't it? I mean, they said, Craig, was it £750 million a year it's going to make for us?
Yeah. And how you talk about going to the top of the tower and seeing across into Worcester, if the truth be told, then apparently you can go to the Cotswolds and look across and see the stadium from the Cotswolds. But, Paul, you mentioned there tourism. Where is that stadium situated? Right on the flight path of Birmingham Airport.
Yeah.
So every single time something comes in over Birmingham, that's the first thing you're going to see. And if you think about not just the expansion that we've seen so far, but what are planned for Birmingham Airport, then it's only, for me, is going to increase the footfall in there even more. So, we've already got stuff coming in from Dubai, and you get the A380 flying over. So you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people looking over going, wow.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have them coming in from the States doing exactly the same thing. And what's going to come? I think we all know the plans, not just for football, but look, we'll probably be seeing NFL. We're going to see concerts galore. And the latest one to come out is that the club would like, and if this comes off, it'd be amazing, the club would like the Lionesses to play their games at the new stadium. I mean, it's just incredible. And last Thursday, you were pinching yourself as a Birmingham fan. You're just thinking, this can't be happening. This doesn't happen to us. We're used to a ground falling down. We're not used to a ground being built. We're not used to seeing this state-of-the-art, multi-million-pound project come into our football club. But Tom Wagner and Knighthead they set their expectations. They set the stall out when they started. And the open letter, when you go back to it, that he wrote the day they took over at the club, he has met every single one of those promises.
I think after all the Brad Pitt we've been through, my God, do we deserve it as a fan base?
It's incredible. And I mean, look, we had not just local television and radio covering that. We were across national channels. We were across the national news. We were across international news, because all of these things resonate as this is investment into the city. Yeah. So Birmingham itself as a city became the spotlight, albeit for a few hours, but it's there. And when that starts to be built, it will start again. And it's only going to build. 5 years. That's what they want to do it in. And
it'll fly that way. It flies by just. Yeah. 5 years ago, we were just, in the midst of the pandemic still, weren't we? And it doesn't feel like 5 years ago. But my wife, she's not even into football in the slightest. And even she said, she looks forward to going up that biggest chimney to that bar in the
to the top.
Yeah. And there'll be so many people there that don't even follow football, and at the moment, the stadium that we've got is only making probably money mainly on a match day, but this is going to be literally every single day of every single year.
And Spurs can have a walk up to the cockerel where you walk around. Well, what are we going to get? A zip wire off the top of the tallest tower down to the smallest one? Because I tell you what, if they do that, I'll be first to do it. I'll put my hand up now.
Yeah. No. Alan, Alan, I'll come back to you quickly. My question just now is it the best year that you've known in our club's history, in your life so far, or can you think of a better year? I know obviously we've won the cup in 2011, but we still got...
That's a very good question, Paul. I can't argue that it's the most eventful year in our history. And yeah, if we go back to the cup final, we won one cup in 12 months, and it was great. But this year, we're doing something incredible every month. Yeah. Something's coming along. We didn't just win the league; we won it by a record amount, and we didn't just get it a British record; it was a world record. and so on. And as you say, it's only you lot left stand not winning the whatever it was you went to Thursday. You should have done better. But yeah. The more I think about it now, yes, it is.
Yeah,
I know volume of achievement.
Yeah, I know we had the setback that we did at Wembley back in April, but you know,
you can look at that as a setback, or you got to a Wembley final. Okay, you know, we were red up favourites and we lost it, but it's still not. There's another 70 teams that failed a lot worse than we did.
Yeah. I think the majority of it is off the field, isn't it? So far, I know. Obviously, we went and completely obliterated League One, but you know, I think off the field is definitely the best year in the club's history, isn't it? You know, there's no comparison.
Every day gets better, though. I mean, you know, that expectation leading up to last Thursday was right. You know, let's face it. As adults, we were all like kids on Christmas Eve because it's that, what's going to come, what we're going to get. And then there's that little bit of heightened area at the time. It's dulled off. We've gone to the game, 150th, we'll come on to it, but the expectation was up there again.
Yeah.
It's died off. What's next? You know, and as fans, God, that's what we're now beginning to ask. What's next?
I think
never had that.
No, I think for me, obviously you and I, Craig and Chris and Mark were all travelling up to Leeds, weren't we? And obviously you were driving, Chris, etc. But my first thoughts when I first saw the stadium was a similar kind of feeling to when we won the cup, when we beat Arsenal at Wembley. It was kind of like a bit of a numb feeling, thinking, is this really happening? You know what I mean? Is this really us here? I don't know about you, Rob. Was you similar?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we said in the car, literally our jaws hit the floor, and Chris nearly swerved off the road.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was like almost like we've won more than a cup. We've won a whole. Well, just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, and when that came out, it's just wow. You can't put it into words. I mean, we couldn't start looking at pictures and doing screenshots and just messaging people, and it was absolutely amazing to see that. I can't wait to see it up and running. I can't wait to be there in the flesh. Like I say, I mean, just everything about it, the stuff that's going on around it, the infrastructure, it's just absolutely first class. And yeah, it's ours. I just can't believe it. Sounds cheesy, but it's ours. It's it'd be like going to Wembley every week. It's going to be it's unbelievable. What a board, what a set of owners we've got. Best in our history. It's incredible. And we went up to the awards, and we that's the first thing Martin Tyler said from ITV. He said there's good owners in the game, and there's really good owners. And he said, new lot, you know. He said Trevor Francis, bless him, because they were good friends. He said he'd be looking down so excited and so proud. But yeah, I mean, I think the whole football world and the whole global audience have seen that and thought, wow. And it's like we said before, even if you're not into football, if you come to Brum, you're going to want to go, we'll have a look at the stadium, no matter who you are.
You got Wembley's Arch. You got Wembley's Arch, and you're going to have Birmingham's chimneys, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know,
and the funniest thing of all, Paul, wherever them lot down the road sit, they'll always be in our shadow, literally.
Well, I think if you're sitting at the top of the Trinity Road stand beyond the goal, right at the back, be able to see our stadium over the top of it, then that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But anyway, Claire, give me your first thoughts, Claire, when you saw the stadium. I take it was your mum driving to Leeds?
Yeah, so I was supposed to drive on the way there, but because we were running late, I was like, I need to see it. I've got to admit, when I first saw it, I thought, what is that? Because it's not like anything you've ever seen, because, you know, we've seen all the AI. Yeah. And then once I heard everything about it, you kind of realise it's us, and it's us in a nutshell. And I quite like the iconicness and the uniqueness. And, you know, like, I've heard so much about them down the road, and it's just jealousy, because they would love to be in our situation. Yes, we're in the Championship at the moment and all of this, but we would have been the same to them. Do you know what I mean? And I think they are worried. I think a lot of people are worried. I mean, there's been Liverpool fans saying those Blues fans can't have a bigger stadium than us, and it's only like a few hundred. Yeah. But you can see everybody's going, hold on a minute. But the fact that Jude Bellingham was on the thing as well, and his face, 5 years' time, he's going to be 27, 28.
28, yeah.
All I'm going to say is watch this space because I can see it now.
Well, a lot will depend on where we are at the time.
Where we are, yeah. If we're in the Premier League playing, I can see him coming back. But I like it. I like it different. I think, when you hear about why it's brick and why it's the chimneys and how it's going to help the ground and everything, you just look at it in awe. I mean, those architects know what they're talking about. I would love to see what the other designs were. I would love to know the difference.
Yeah.
Like we were saying on Thursday, weren't we, about I wonder what they must have, been very much of a muchness. But I like it. I like the fact that, with the Wembley, just from a picture without even seeing it, you just got the arch and that. It's Wembley. We've got the towers, and it's like you can make that into T-shirts, anything that can be. I can't wait. I can't wait for the one day. I really hope that we get to go in, choose where we want to sit. And, I feel sorry for those that are sitting on the main stand roof who won't be able to actually be there, but they'll be coming over and they'll be sitting right at the top watching from above. Because it's all those people that won't ever get the chance, it's making me well up, but won't ever get the chance to see it, that should be seeing it. So, and the fact that we're going to take our bricks with us, we're going to take so much of St Andrews with us. It will be that last game at St Andrews is going to be an emotional one, and then the first one I think will be an emotional one, and we've got to create our new history now. And I think, Paul, to be fair, winning the cup was against the odds, I've got to admit, but then we went down. I do think it's been one of the best seasons in our history, but there's more to come, and I can't wait.
Only the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah, can't wait.
Early comment here from Kim Upton. It's a good point. It doesn't matter how grand the stadium is, we need to have the team playing that will do it justice, and that's absolutely right. We've got 5 years to build that team. I think the way we're going, when you look at now the team that we have, in comparison to what we had last season, in my opinion, again, it's almost, now, the 11 that we've got now is almost twice as good if we can keep them all fit. The only problem we've got sometimes is that if we do lose one or two players, the players coming into the team aren't quite as good as the ones that are out there. But, we've still got a good, strong squad, and we can still put on, good performances and get good results. But yeah, it's an interesting question, isn't it, whether it's the best year or not in the club's history. But I think I just want to go around the room now, and everyone watching, I just want everyone's rating out of 10 on the new stadium. I'm going to start us off with 10. I absolutely love it. So, Chris?
Yep, 10, definitely.
Claire?
10.
Rob?
10. Definitely 10.
I'm just going to be completely different to everybody else and say 12 because it's going to be a point for every gym.
Yeah. Can't argue with you. Alan?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
There, put your scores in the shape boxes, please, and let us know what your rating out of 10 is for the new stadium, please.
Tony Sills just added a comment, actually, and I think this is fair to say because I've seen this picture as well. But somebody's put on there the stadium without the towers, and it looked plain and boring. And
yes, that was any other one.
Just looks like a bowl, and that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I love the most about it. But anyway, moving on. We'll be joined by Richard Wilford, by the way, from Radio WM from 7 p.m. onwards. So Richard will be with us from 7 p.m. But let's move on to the game, Claire, Saturday. Wow, the way we started that game was just scary, wasn't it? The way we were playing Norwich off the park, the interplay, the one touch, and particularly that second goal, Stano's header, was just the build-up to that goal was first class, wasn't it?
Yeah, against Norwich, I've got family there, so get in. We were really happy with that. I think it's clicking, finally. I think we've got our best team out there that are fit at the moment. Duck and Newman and Doyle, they're the main three that have really changed this team around. The spine of the team is fantastic.
Massively.
I know I've said a few weeks that I don't think Damari Gray's played very well, but it was his best game. I heard his interview and he said he actually felt more sharp than he has, and to be fair, you can see that as well.
Yeah.
And just the football, it's just speed. They've let them kind of. I feel like they've taken, the safety harness off, and they're just going for it. It's lovely to watch. And defensively, we look more solid, and like Cochrane's playing really well at the moment. Everyone seems to be on form. Like, we haven't got Paik, but Leonard's just slotted in. Stano is so much better in the 10 with Duck up top. And we've finally got a focal point, someone that can use their feet, that can use their head. And Robert's, again, sensational. If you're going to do any business in January, it's to sign him if you can.
Yeah, I think
because he's brilliant.
Yeah, that's the big difference, isn't it? We've got two wingers now with flair.
Yeah.
We've got an outlet in Ducksch. We've got that outlet and that physical presence up there with Stano, and his game has improved massively. Stano's has since Ducksch has come into the team.
He's got more of a free role, so literally when it's on the right wing, you've then got him as a 10, and he's got so much room about him because he's actually moved off their centre mids and into that pocket. Then he launched the attack. Then you got Dimmy on the left, who's found pace and actually runs at players and cuts inside. And they've got someone in the box to aim for. And I mean, the 2 goals, both of them scored twice, and they were brilliant goals as well. And we could have won it by more, to be honest. Yeah. It could have been a rout. I mean, I was worried to see Chris naked again, but literally, it could have happened. And it was good because then what's good is you can then take them off and get ready for the baggies on Wednesday. So, Clara was solid. I was really happy with the whole performance, I thought. And I didn't think that they were great either. But
no.
I think great.
I think as well, that sort of those players you've mentioned there, Neumann coming back in the team, Doyle and Ducksch have made more difference than anybody, haven't they, really? That's a massive difference to what we were doing before. But I think another big thing as well is we have given up a bit of possession, haven't we? We're not having like over 70% possession in games and a couple of shots on target. Now we're actually like letting the opposition have the ball. We're winning it back, and that gives us then the space in behind them to catch them on the counter, isn't it? And that's, I think, the biggest thing that Chris Davies has changed in our game from now probably to what it was earlier in the season. Do you agree with that, Al?
Absolutely, yes. Because we still have the slow build-ups from time to time, but it's if you let the opposition have the ball and take it off them in midfield or just outside the box, you can then play as quick as you like. You can bang, and the opposition are running away from you, not standing looking at you. And you're right. I fancied a real drubbing. 3-0 at half time. So can we get another 3? 3-1 at half time, and we only got 1. But what about Iwata's shot that hit the post? I mean, from
where I was
absolutely stunning. If that had gone in, I mean, you'd have been 5 and it'd been great. We ain't scored a 5 for a couple of years,
I asked on Saturday, when was the last time and have we ever had 3 home games on the bounce where we have scored 4 goals?
Yes, we have. 1945.
I was there.
We weren't. I think it was 4-2, 5-2, and 8-0. It was something like that. Someone put it on X because I was looking for that question, and someone put it on.
I always thought you was Benjamin Button, right? Yeah, no, it's exciting, isn't it? I don't want to really touch up on any negatives tonight, but I've got to. The goalkeeper, Allsop or Beadle.
Beadle.
I thought Beadle came out for crosses and he made some good saves. I couldn't fault him on Saturday.
He made 2. He did twice. Did things which you went, oh dear, but he got away with it. One when he came out and punched it, or twice when he came out and punched it when he should have caught it, and the first one went straight back to the opposition. The other one went out for a corner, and he got away with it. But
do we think he was at fault for the goal? Could he not
remember? He's wet though.
Well,
yes, union.
But if I said that to you about your man in goal for England, palming the ball out to people all the time, it's no, that was a great save. So you can't have it both ways, Paul.
I've got to say, I think Beadle he's growing more and more into that goalkeeping position. I think he is.
Yeah, I'm not saying
baby steps every game.
He's 21.
Getting better.
21.
Yeah, every game.
He's 21.
Getting better.
21.
Yeah, I'm not criticising him. I'm just asking the question because for me, that's the position that's probably the most debatable. When everybody's fit, for me, the 11 picks itself now, apart from potentially the goalkeeper, because Allsop, for me personally, my personal opinion, if it was me picking the team, I'd go with Allsop because I just think he commands his area better and his distribution's better. But that's just from what I've seen, in my opinion. I don't know if there's anyone out there that agrees with me or disagrees, but
Well, I think it's interesting. I don't disagree with anything you say, Paul, but it's interesting that they've give Allsop a 3-year contract.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we don't know what's going to happen with Beadle. We could sign him at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We could give him, he can go back to where he belongs. He could get injured, blah, blah, blah. And if we did, it would be sad, etc., etc. But we've got a bloody good goalkeeper to take his place, and it's not a position. Now, if you lost the 2 centre halves, you would be in a panic.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be in a panic losing either of the goalkeepers.
No, there's not much between them, is there?
Not at all. No.
So I don't know whether or not Allsop did deserve dropping, to be honest. But it is what it is.
He needed a rest. I think he needed a rest.
Yeah.
He'd done a full season playing virtually every game and playing very, 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 very well. And he by his own standards, he wasn't quite up to them.
So is everyone answering my question with Beadle then?
There's a mixture of replies. So Tony Saul said Beadle did well. Then you've got Beadle needs to get to the gym from Bill Min.
I do think he needs to bulk up slightly to then be a bit stronger. Like, do you know what I mean?
To be honest, sorry, Paul.
Go on.
I was going to say, actually, the Norwich goalie actually looked like a bulked up Beadle. And everyone else thought that. He did actually look like a Beadle.
Bulked up Beadle.
That's one mouthful.
Cleaner
has said for the goal, he pushed it forwards rather than away from the box. So, yes, okay, maybe a bit of a mistake there. Don Kavanagh, I do think Allsop's goal kicking puts us in a better position, but otherwise Beadle has done very well.
Yeah.
And then Warren Wasserstein has also said that after the Bristol game, he was worried for the season and that maybe it was just dying out. But the turnaround has been amazing. And we look like we're going to score at least 2 a game rather than conceding 2. And I think that is key. And I'd add to that the absolute stroke of genius, which is what it is for me, and pure audacity that Davies has had of putting Iwata back in defence. We have been superb since he has been, because it allows us to have an attacking prowess more from the defence, but also he can still pick out a ball. He gets back, he tracks back, he does all of the defensive jobs. But most importantly, it gives us the ability to also play 2 out-and-out wingers. And that really has been different.
Yeah. He comes into the middle as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
When we haven't got the times, he comes into midfield as well. He's just top draw there, honestly. I can't believe how good he is there.
People were going mad.
He's better there than he was in midfield.
Going mad. What's he doing? He's playing him in defence. He actually played in that position, and Al, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe he played in that position for Celtic. And did well when he was there. So Davies had an idea that he could do it, and I just think he's just completely coming to his own. And actually, are we seeing a better Iwata for what's happened at the moment?
We are.
I think we are.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I think because a couple of times in the first half, he wandered off into the inside left position, and the ball broke down, and they attacked, and he got back to the. By the time they got the ball over to the left wing, he was there, and he was challenging his man, and I thought. He's amazing, he just goes wherever he wants, and as long as when they get the ball, he's at right back. You don't care, do you?
No, I think my favourite goal out of the 4 for us was probably Stano's, the 4th one. The way he just dinked that over the keeper was class.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. And happy birthday, by the way, to Stano, who I believe is 23 years old today.
Is that all it is?
And Claire, I'm a bit disappointed because you did say that prior to the game, well, after the game, that you would open up Tilton Talk in a particular way, and we yet to see it.
I can't remember. What was that?
Oh, see, how can you forget the fact that you just said, I'm opening it up with the stag celebration?
Oh, yeah. I was going to. Instead, I sang the chimney song.
To be honest, though, that's why I waved to Craig on a Saturday, and he always ignores me.
Yeah. Ladies and gents, I'd like to say we're joined by the one and only Mr. WM himself, the voice of Radio WM, Mr. Richard Wilford.
Good evening. You all right?
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, Richard.
You okay?
Yeah, all right. How are you?
Yeah,
pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. I mean, how can we not be good at the moment? Things are heading in the right direction, aren't they? What a week it's been.
Yeah, we're just sort of pinching ourselves here and having the conversation about, the stadium so far and Saturday's game. And, what were your first thoughts, Richard, when you saw the stadium?
I was one of these things, I was at the event and you're prepared to see something that you're not sure about, that you're going to be on the edge about. But I'd kind of heard that chimneys were going to be involved. So that bit didn't shock me. And when I looked at it, I think when you see all of the pictures together, it's the sheer scale of the thing, isn't it? In that people could look at one picture and say, well, that doesn't look anything, looks embarrassing. But actually, no, when you look at the contents of those chimneys, when you look at the scale, the fact that you've got the lifts and the escalators and the bars and all the things that are going to come with it, it's going to be a really warm welcome to the new stadium, isn't it? And I just think it's amazing in that all last week I was saying on BBC Radio WM, why shouldn't Birmingham City have something world class? And I think that's what the design is.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. I mean, we've had our ratings out of 10 before you joined us, and we were all a 10 apart from Craig, who was a 12. So what about yourself? What would you rate it out of 10?
Well, as long as they deliver a better press box than the one that I've been used to for the last 30 years, which I think it's fair to say is a very low bar, then I think it's got to be a 10. I mean, it really has. If they deliver on those plans and the inside of the ground looks extraordinary, then I think it's going to be something very, very special.
Yeah. Where are you sat in the main stand usually? In the press box, I guess, is it, yeah?
In the press box, which, has been changed slightly over the course of the 30 years I've been doing it, but rarely for the better. And it's it's something the club are very conscious of, in truth. But I can't complain. I'm getting to watch the football. So
Richard, do you still have to pee in a trough? Like I sit in the main stand, I still have to pee in a trough. Do you?
It's not a trough, but there is one loo for the entire congregation of media, which can get a little bit packed at half time when you haven't got long.
I knew it.
Was you at the game on Saturday, I presume, Richard, as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Another stirring performance, wasn't it? I wonder whether the conditions might have stopped them playing the way they've been, but he's hit upon a system at the moment. It's opened teams up. The ball is moving so quickly with Ducksch as the link man, with Doyle playing on the half turn. The wide players are getting it earlier when they're one-on-one against their defenders, and we saw them getting in beyond again and again. Everything looks so much smoother, and it's not just about Ducksch. It's a combination of things. Obviously, Iwata turning out to be an astonishingly good right back.
Yeah,
and the number of times he turns up as a centre forward as well. So many positive things at the moment, aren't there?
Yeah, it's incredible, and honestly, this team now, albeit apart from Pake, we're just having a debate about the goalkeeper as well. But that's probably a conversation for another day. But I think James Beadle will grow if he keeps playing, and he'll grow in confidence. And obviously, he's only a young lad, and if he keeps getting picked every week, he's only going to get better and better with every game, isn't it?
Don't want him to grow too much. He's 6'7".
No, I was going to say, yeah.
I think he's a good keeper, and I think his feet are pretty good. What I like is the speed of his feet when he's coming for a cross or when he's trying to get across his goal. He gets an extra step in. Speed of feet is huge, underestimated for goalkeepers. So I can see why he's become number one. And until he makes some mistakes, he's going to hold that shirt, isn't he?
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's good to see Ryan Allsop sign a new contract, another 3 years, because obviously he's a Blues fan himself, and he hasn't really done a lot wrong for us, has he, when he's played, to be honest?
No, he's a good lad, and his son's in the academy as well. He's a goalkeeper. There could be Allsops in goal for Blues for many years to come.
Oh, that's great. That's good to
Yeah.
So tell us what got you into media then, Richard. Go back to the very beginning and how it all began for you.
Well, it began in my mate's back garden when I was about 6, if I'm honest, in that he wanted to play football and I wanted to describe what we were doing. So people who lived in our neighbourhood were used to hearing my voice for years and years and years. His mum, many years later, said, "I'm glad that we gave you your professional training." So it started there. My mum was working for the Post and Mail in sort of secretarial jobs, so I got involved a little bit with the sport there when I was a teenager. And then I was convinced by George Gavin, who was doing the announcing of basketball at the Birmingham Bullets. He said he knew I wanted to be a sports journalist. He said, "You'd realise you've got to use your voice." So I said, "Okay." And then he was my sponsor when I applied to go onto a broadcast journalism course after I'd done my degree. So he was really, really helpful from that point of view. Very, very encouraging. Brilliant. And I've managed to get away with it for more than 30 years now, which is not a bad effort, really.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't feel that long, though, does it?
Do you know what? No, generally it doesn't. It doesn't, because I still love it. And this weekend I've done 2 football commentaries. That's great. I've gone up and down the motorway. It doesn't bother me. Usually you've got some good company along the way. Most ex-pros can tell you some good stories, many of which will never find their way onto radio or a podcast. It's brilliant. It's a privilege, and as long as you never forget that, every match you're at, even if it's 0-0 and it's raining and you've travelled a long way, sound pleased to be there. That's the rule.
Yeah. What's the funniest experience you've ever had, in media? Would you say at a football match?
Look, I had a match. I've been all sorts of weird and woody things that happen outside of matches. I remember interviewing Kevin Francis at Wast Hills one day, and Ricky Otto decided to come outside fully naked to wave everything that the Lord had given him at us. I don't know why he chose to do that, but there we go. I remember doing a live piece on the radio at another stadium not far away from Blues. I better not mention it on this podcast. They signed a player. They signed Alan Wright. I had to do a live piece into the news, standing on a toilet in the director's lounge because it was the only place I could get a signal, and slipping right at the very end. And just as they took me off air, flushing the toilet by mistake. These are the things that happen.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it's all part of the fun and games, I guess.
Yeah.
So moving on to obviously back onto Saturday's game. Sorry, what did we think of the new Bow and Bell Brummie as well? Claire, give us your thoughts. Give us your rating out of 10 on those as well. Why not?
It's still not the same as the old one, but so much less tanned and less Botox. So we'll take that. I think their entrance was unique.
Yeah.
So I'd give them a solid 8.5. But the main thing that came back was the shed, which we've been testing. But they did miss a trick. We should have had some chimneys on the edge of the shed.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And I'm disappointed that we didn't boom it as well when it came on the pitch, because that's what we used to do.
I know.
I think everyone was just in awe that the shed was back.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd love to know what's happened to it.
All our fans were starstruck when it came on the pitch.
Yeah, I think I was. I was like, oh, finally, it's back.
I was in tears.
Robe's now got it in his back garden.
Robe, what's your Bow and Bell Brummie rating?
I thought they looked. I'm a bit worried. I don't think they're eating well, so I'm going to give them 7.
Craig?
It was nice to see a bulldog back on the pitch. Is all I can say. I guess 7, but for me, I know it's our kit now that they wear, but I'd love nothing more to see them in the penguin strip when they come on the pitch. So that would be my only change. But no, good for the kids, great intro, and well, hopefully we'll see a bit more of them now as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. Alan?
Couldn't see him, mate. There's too much smoke.
Richard?
Well, it's not very well Craig saying they should be wearing the penguin kit when he's not wearing the penguin kit at the moment. So that makes you hypocrite to start off. And it's never going to be as intimidating as when Bo used to come from the corner of the ground. Was it when the Tamperer was on? And used to sprint all the way to the opposition goal, to the home goal at the Tilton end. And even watching him, your thighs were burning, thinking, how on earth is he managing to do that in that costume? So we need to get back to that. We need them to be those gymnasts, those athletes that kind of intimidate the opposition. They certainly intimidated me, but they were pretty good, weren't they?
Yeah,
they need that iconic run back when he was running to the thing. We've got to get that started again.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you rebranding now because of the new stadium, by the way? Because I've been sort of coming up with some ideas of what you should do.
Go on.
So I've settled in the end that you're going to have to now, forthcoming, every episode needs to be chimney chat. Did a Tilton Talk? That would kind of work, wouldn't it? I was toying with steeple people, and I'm thinking probably not, or the Powerhouse Pod. But I think the best was chimney chat.
That sounds like a club in Digbeth.
I like the Powerhouse Pod. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I'll have a think on that. Going back to the Bell and Bow, I'm just happy that they don't look like those dolls that popped up on behind Del Boy's sofa. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. We got any good questions coming in for Richard early doors, or any other comments on what we discussed so far?
There's one question that came up. Richard, do you prefer the cricket commentary or the football commentary? Which is your favourite to do?
Oh, they're totally different, aren't they? In that, they're just the style. The cricket's a lot more chatty, and it's a long day, and it's a great sport, and I love it. But nothing gets the passion going quite like a football commentary, and those moments when a goal is scored, and the chance to crack out double Ducksch the first time he scores, first match he scores, anything like that. I think, football just has those moments where you're up off your seat and loving it. So for me, it has to be football's the number one.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still doing the cricket?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to stop doing that as well. I see they've rebranded back to Warwickshire Bears for T20 today, which makes a bit of sense. But yeah, I wouldn't want to miss it. And so many Blues fans go down to the T20 as well. I always think Warwickshire are much more of a Blues club than they are the other ones.
I want them to, obviously Knighthead have invested into the Phoenix side of it. And do you know, I said it the other day, I think what would be brilliant is a joint season ticket that covers the football, and then when the football season finishes and the height of the cricket season starting, it'd be just awesome if we had one that just rolled into it and we could pack out Edgbaston as well.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a certain match on Friday night in Walsall where
yes.
Claire, I'll let you take this because you did the best version of the Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville photo I ever saw when Liverpool 7-0. Holly definitely did a great version of that photo anyway. But yeah, talk us through the experience, obviously in the freezing cold, but it was all worth it, wasn't it, in the end?
It was freezing cold. I went with the other half, bickered all the way through. Realised we can never watch a Villa Blues game ever again with each other. We've now made it a pact. It's not going to happen. It was great. It was brilliant. And I generally thought the women did us proud. The intensity we played at, some of the football was really, really good as well. And I just thought that we didn't look like there was a league between us. And the atmosphere was great. Not going to lie, I think if we were singing a lot of the songs we would have sang at the men's game. They were very, very, very quiet considering it was their home game. And there's a bit of banter going to and from. Obviously, we scored the 2 goals and we looked on top. And then all of a sudden, I think it was their right centre-back. All of a sudden, she did a Dion Dublin on Robbie Savage. I couldn't see it from where I was because I was on the edge and literally headbutted, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then we kind of, I do like Amy, but I do think some of her subs are a bit questionable at times. We could have gone on to that game, we could have beaten them 4-0. They had their chances, and our goalkeeper was brilliant, considering she's second choice. But to me, I just thought that, Crossweight came off and I was like, we could have carried on the momentum of going. And then all of a sudden, it was 2-2. So all of a sudden, certain people next to me were getting a little bit, it's 2-2. And when it went 3-2, I could have just called into a corner. The defence, we weren't there. I don't know what happened. Really bad defending. And then when Louis, who's mine and my mum's favourite player, scored in the 91st minute, the whole literally Blues end erupted. Yeah. And it's just a shame really because we could have carried on in the competition, but we're beating them on penalties was a bit sweet as well. So, but it was a good game, and to be fair, the atmosphere was good. It's a shame it wasn't at their place because I think we would have taken more on a Sunday because unfortunately they changed it. But it made you think, actually, we could go up. And if we went up, we could actually compete at that level. I think we would need a few more players just to tweak it a bit. But the intensity's there. We just need to... It's like the men's, isn't it? don't just be happy with 2-0. Can you get a third? And if you get a third, then you can then make the changes. But yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? I got and you suddenly made me realise what it was when they made the substitutions. Their physicality overtook us. I thought.
Yeah.
They got some bigger physical players than we had. When we were playing, when it was a football match for the first hour, we played them off the park, but then it became a bit of a trial of strength, and we wilted a bit at the back, especially. We couldn't get the ball away, and that's how they were picking the ball up on their own edge of our penalty area, and that's how the 3 goals came. But fair play to them, they stuck at it. They still lasted the 90 minutes, but for that period when the changes were made, I'm looking at it was almost like watching a men's game where you look at Premier League sides and they are massive. They got massive people in them and strength and pace, and the other team. Then you said it. Then the other team showed a bit of that during that period where they came back. I thought. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought their winger. They brought on, I think, number 23. She was quite good, and I think that their subs made them better and ours weakened ours slightly. Thought G was brilliant for us. I thought she ran the show first half, but I think we went too back. I think we were like, right, we're 2-0 up. This is good. Right, we're going to settle instead of getting that next goal, because on the counter-attack, especially with Sari, we were brilliant down the wing. But the thing is that when you, like Martha Harris is a brilliant footballer, but as a centre half up against some of theirs, she's tiny, isn't she? So I think it's having that physicality. And I agree with you. I think that they brought on physicality while we brought on, oh, we'll be fine. We're just going to settle for this. But we should have made, it was so close in the first half. I mean, they could have been 3-0 up and then we took our chances, but then the intensity lessened and then they went back into it. But I mean, if you said 3-3 at the start of the game, I would have taken that and then win on penalties. But when you're 2-0 up. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a good game and it was good for women's football, because I actually thought it had a bit of bite about it. Like, you could tell it was a derby. You can tell it meant something as well.
Mm-hmm. Question to everyone here and all our viewers again. Did anyone in this room now or watching this show get your mobile phone out on Saturday and put the torch on and go like this in the crowd?
No, and I'd love to know why they did it. I don't think there was anything behind it.
I didn't get it.
I think it's just seeing what they can do, and then all of a sudden everyone else followed.
Yeah. Going back to Friday night as well, the one thing that, and yes, we do see some substitutions which at times are questionable, but it's that never say die attitude that's in that team, because they could quite easily have let their heads drop and then that was it all over, once the others had gone 3-2 up. But actually, it was no, we're still going to go for this. And do you know what? If they'd have played for an extra couple of minutes, I think we'd have won it in normal time. Beautiful to get the result over them at the end of it and keep a few things quiet. And actually, more things on the agenda, because tonight the Women's FA Cup draw has taken place and Birmingham will be playing Northern Premier Division side Sporting Calsa women in the FA Cup next round. So should be a nice open game, should we say, when it comes to that. And obviously details of that game will be put out there. But the other thing is the attitude that team showed on Friday night and that fight is exactly what you see in the league on a Sunday as well. So I keep saying it, but there were people at that women's game at the Bescott because of who we were playing, right? We need to see those people at St Andrews at Knighthead Park backing the ladies on a Sunday afternoon at 2:00. It doesn't cost a lot. And we've got some great games and important games coming up as we lead up to the festive break. In fact, just before Christmas, the 21st of December, It's a big game just before we break up for the festive period. So come down, support the ladies. Yes, it's top 2 being promoted, potentially 3 with that playoff game, but we're not wanting second spot. We want to be the champions. We want to be lifting the trophy at the end of the season. And the more people that get down there to support them, the better it is. And look at the last game, 5-2 drubbing at home. And, and what I will say is there was the reported abuse of players from the opposition, which simply is not acceptable, no matter whether it is a man's game, a kid's game, a women's game. It's simply not acceptable. So those people, if they're found and it is proven, I don't think we'll see them in St Andrews at Naya Park again. And even if it's not caught out, please don't come back. Please don't do it. We don't need it. It's a family occasion. And you know what? You spoil it for the kids and the families that are going down for the first time. And on that game as well, we managed as an OSC to make the day of 10 fans. And I had the privilege of arranging for them to be flag bearers as the ladies came onto the pitch. So that whole experience of being the flag bearers, being on the pitch, are things that these kids have never done before. So it just all helps to build the future of our football club. And that's what it is. The kids are our future. So in terms of the ladies, please come down, watch out for details of the games, come and support them. Let's get behind them and let's help Amy and the team get themselves back to where they should be in that Women's Super League.
Mm-hmm. Richard, quick question back to you, mate. Who's the most difficult person you've ever interviewed, would you say, in the last 30 years?
Oh, I mean, there are a few. There are some which aren't very talkative, to be fair. I mean, it's quite disappointing at the moment because Marvin Ducksch won't speak to us because he's concerned about his English. And yeah, I spoke to him without recording at the weekend, and he was very talkative. I mean, I'm quite consistent on this. I was at a meeting of the ex-service people at the community hub a few weeks ago, and they asked a similar question. And it is on the other side of the fence. When David O'Leary was the manager of that particular club, he was a horrible person to interview and not easy to deal with. He'd walk away from you even answering the first question. If you got to a second question, then he'd kind of be very reluctant to say anything, and eventually he'd disappear back into his room and he had no chance. And I've never understood that at all. I think, local media, we're never trying to stitch people up. In fact, it's much better for us when things are going well. It's great when things are going well because we don't get stick then. Because you wouldn't believe the stick we get when things aren't going well.
Yeah, it must be difficult though when one of our teams are just lost and then you've got to go and interview the manager after. I guess you have to feel, sort of think very carefully about what you say, don't you? Even more so than when teams win. Yeah,
but it's more interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's all well and good scoring 4 goals in 3 successive home games, and long may that continue. But it does make interviewing Chris Davies a little bit dull because, well, that was good, Chris, wasn't it? Yeah, that was good. Didn't he play well? Yeah, he played well. Whereas actually, you're picking out the bits that haven't gone right. Well, and you were very honest, for instance, after their defeats at Bristol City, where they didn't play well, and Middlesbrough were actually they played okay. Yeah. So actually, whilst I'd rather Blues had won, the more interesting interviews tend to be after a defeat.
Anyway, moving on.
Just so everybody's aware, the FA Cup draw, 3rd round, is at home against Sporting Kelsa and will take place on Sunday, the 14th of December. So a couple of weeks in advance, but obviously as well, just before Christmas. So keep out for details, and they will be announced by the club shortly.
Okay. They're a local team, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're Black Country.
Yeah,
they're like
Country League,
I know some people who have played for them.
Okay, so we move on to the Who now, Chris?
Okay, then here comes the Who. So
what we do now, Richard, we're going to play someone talking that's obviously played for Blues. We can try and guess who it is.
Okay.
Simple as that. Here we go.
Really, I think. But all round, we were nowhere near where we need to be, really. Defensively, obviously two mistakes for goals.
I don't think I'm going to give you any more.
Oh, that's hard. Sounds like a northerner.
Yeah.
Well done.
Definitely a player, not management.
I definitely was a player, play for Blues.
Was it only very briefly a player at Blues?
I think maybe a season and a half.
Wayne Elliott?
No. and it wasn't Claire Balding.
I was going to go obscure with Peter Ramage, but he wasn't there that long.
No.
Was he a goalkeeper?
No.
Was he a defender?
Why don't you just let me? Shall I just tell you who it is?
Fraser Higgins has said David Holdsworth, which I think is
no, he's a Cockney. He was.
Dan Burr, that's a good shout. No. Not Jonathan Grounds either. Mark Roberts. No.
Will Buckley?
No.
The fact that he mentioned defending tells me it's a defender.
Okay, I'm going to play it again.
Second half, really, I think. But all round, we were nowhere near where we need to be, really. Defensively, obviously two mistakes for goals. It's never going to be easy going away from home and conceding goals like that. But
was he a ghost?
Can I just say he doesn't play now. He doesn't play now. He's more in the coaching manager side.
Is it a trick? And is it Stuart Parnaby?
Well done.
Yeah.
Get in there. I didn't think you'd catch on to that.
There you go.
Double whammy.
Well done. I've never done that before.
I've done that. Double Parnaby.
Yeah, well done.
And also, it's been confirmed on the message board that yes, it is actually a local derby in the Ladies FA Cup, and they are from Willenhall.
Yeah.
I thought so, yeah.
The Black Country. Yeah.
Now, Richard, we asked you to pick your sort of like lifetime so far Blues 11, didn't we?
You did indeed. I'm calling up my notes now. I take it seriously enough to write it down whilst I was watching Pointless.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We'd like a format, captain and manager as well, please, if that's okay. I don't know if you've done that as well.
So you want a fully what? You want a formation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done 4-2-3-1 because that's what we play now.
Okay, captain and manager as well. Yeah, you've done a captain and a manager as well.
Well, I will choose a captain for. Oh no, the captain's dead easy. Captain's looking at my 11. Given that one of them has a name that implies he might be captain, then yeah, that's okay. That was a tease, you see. That was a tease.
He's on about Freddie Insgard.
Right, here we go. So, in goal, a lot to choose from, because when I first started watching Blues with my dad, I had great keepers like Jeff Whelans and Tony Coton, and I've got very fond memories of them. But I kind of have to go for Ben Foster, because I think we got him absolutely at the peak of his powers. I think it was absolutely outstanding. Yeah. No way we win at Wembley without him. And so, for me, Ben Foster in goal. I'm sure you get quite a few people choose him, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Especially those who played around that time as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Quite old school in the back four, to be honest, in that I've never seen a better right full back than David Langan. And in the 4-2-3-1, he'd get up and down nicely as well, wouldn't he? And he'd be capable of inverting. And again, at left back, it's very hard to go against Mark Dennis, who, but for his temperament, would undoubtedly have won England caps. In the modern era, he'd be a Premier League player without any shadow of a doubt.
Scratching your head a bit there, was you scratching your head a bit there with Granger as well, and Stephen Clark on the other side as well, or was it
not for me? There's a distance between these two and the rest. To be fair, okay. Granger was tremendous as well. I thought David Murphy was a great fullback who, but for injury, could have had a really good long career with Blues as well. My centre backs, one is still a throwback to that era. Colin Todd. I know he was towards the end of his career at that point, but he was a Bentley, wasn't he? Really, the way he got around the field. And in the slightly more modern era, I thought Kenny Cunningham was magnificent,
outstanding.
In that 150th anniversary team last week, I thought he belonged in that side when somebody else probably didn't. The two holders, Barry Ferguson, utter class when he was at Blues, and then Skip. I've got Martin O'Connor there for the leadership, and obviously he's a mate of mine as well. But his service for Blues and to Walsall was just brilliant. So no issues there. The three behind the striker, one is a throwback, first of all, in that one of the first players that used to get me really excited at St Andrews was Alan Ainscough on the wing. Brilliant player. So I was first player I was really upset that Blues sold in terms of my life watching the club was Ainscough. Really upset when he left. Jude, of course, because how can you not pick Jude? And my one current player, and I'm putting Jay in there. Because Jay Stansford, you look at his track record now for Blues, he's already up to 39 league goals in 2.5 seasons. And I know that some of that has been in League One, but also he's only turned 23 today.
Mm.
So I just think his track record stands up to anything that I've seen in my years covering Blues. I think he's extraordinary. He wants to be a club legend. I think he'll get there as well. So I know in a 4-2-3-1, I think it's very hard to find players from the past who fit as well as Jay did. And then probably just as controversially, for my striker, I'm going with a player from the modern era, partly because I admire the way that he improved so much in his final 12 months. I'm going with Shea, in that I got to know Shea reasonably well. And I just think he was a player without whom Blues would have gone down sooner. And who knows at that point what a mess we could have been left in if it hadn't been for the goals he scored playing up top with Lukas Djukovic. So a nod in the forward positions to the modern era and the skills of those players, with an honourable mention to Dimmy, who in the next 2 years could certainly earn his place in that 11, and also to an extent to Nathan Redmond, who I thought gave us a couple of brilliant years when he broke through.
Yeah, no, the thought of Bellingham, Stansfield and Shea Adams at his peak all linking up is quite exciting, isn't it? It's mouth-watering.
Yeah, it's the style of play as much as anything.
Yeah,
it really is. And manager-wise, I'm torn. I'm torn between the great time that Trevor gave us as manager, it was never dull, and the current manager, who, if people stop trying to judge him too quickly and stop trying to overachieve this season, they'll realise that we've got a guy. And I said it at Baines's, and I know Claire was there when we did the BBC Radio WM Forum. He has the capability to be the man that takes Blues back to the Premier League. Definitely. If we're just patient and let him continue to evolve. And we've seen the signs in the last month. If you give him time, he will work out the solutions to the problems that you've got at the moment on the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely showing all the ingredients, isn't it, to be a top manager?
Yeah. I mean, I choose Trevor just otherwise I'm afraid that recency bias means that I choose Chris. So I'll give it Trevor overall, but I think Chris may prove to be the best that we've had in 50 years.
Yeah, definitely got all the right attributes to do that. Sorry, Rob, you was going to say something, mate?
No, so I was just going to make a comment, really. I mean, all those people a couple of weeks back were saying, like, oh, Davies, he's out of his depth and all the rest of it. They've gone very quiet now, haven't they?
Yeah. It's cliches, though, isn't it? It's cliches. He's out of his depth. He hasn't got a plan B, or his substitutions aren't right. A lot of his substitutions are made down to players needing to come off because of, the muscles are getting tight. The amount of running that they've done. He knows what they've done in training. And really part of it is about making plan A better. If you do plan A really, really well, it's hard to live with, isn't it? And with teams now coming out and trying to play against us a bit more, the press to score is working more effectively as well. Number of goals that we've scored in the last few games that have come from breaking up play inside opposition halves. So yeah, just people want results yesterday, don't they? And you don't get a fan base that reacts like the other fan base historically has been accused of reacting.
Yeah. There's no way, when you go back to like 86 when Alex Ferguson went in at Man United, there's no way he would have kept that job in today's game as long as he did before he won anything or built that team, you know what I mean? He probably wouldn't have lasted 2 years, would it? But yeah, it's the modern game, unfortunately. Now they just don't have the time and patience, for the managers nowadays. But anyway, Chris, we had obviously the quiz, didn't we, in Saturday's programme?
Yes. Oh, sorry, I forgot to look at that.
Okay, I've sent it all to you, though. It is usable if you can get into your inbox. So there's some good questions in Saturday's programme, a Blues quiz, 50 questions. 50 questions, yeah. 50 Blues questions, I think it was.
Wow, okay.
But they weren't easy either, some of them. I mean, I was only asked like 2 by my daughter, and I didn't have a clue. So that's how hard it was. So hopefully, if you can find that, Chris, and we can.
I've got them. Yeah. How many do you want?
Should we have say 3?
Okay then. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start with the first one because it's appropriate actually with what we've been talking about.
Yeah. Just pick them at random as well, by the way. Yeah. Go on then.
Is the first one before Bo Brummie was introduced in 1966? Blues mascot was a gentleman named Len Arnold, who dressed in a blue and white coat and tails. What nickname did he go by? Now I don't know the answer to this.
Well, he was like something out of the black and white minstrels.
Wasn't it? I don't know
what he was called.
Wasn't it to do the fish like a kipper? Kipper.
No. He's a bloke with a bowler hat.
I'll put that down as we don't know.
He weren't a chimney sweeper, was he?
Some of us will know this one anyway. Against which club did Trevor Francis score his first senior goal for Blues?
Oxford.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's the final days of our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews all on the app. Download today.
I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that the game Ron Atkinson played in?
Yes, he said he never gave him a kick.
That's right. Yeah.
I think we drew 1-1.
Was that the week before Bolton?
Yeah.
Bolton was weeks and weeks after that. He started his mad rush after he'd been in the side about 6 weeks, I suppose. And he'd been sub occasionally and he'd been in it. And then he suddenly went berserk.
Because I remember Rod Atkinson saying he'd never been on the losing side at St Andrews.
Yeah.
And he included that one, yeah.
I've sent you
you think you'd become a manager then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I've sent you the answers, Chris, but they're all upside down.
Oh, right. Well done. Because when I turn my phone upside down, it doesn't go upside down.
Okay.
Okay, here's another question then. Which season did name shirts first appear on the back of our shirts?
93.
94?
93.
I'm saying 94.
Okay.
I remember Richard Dryden having his name on his back.
So I think it was against Plymouth in the Coca-Cola Cup.
Because Pesky Salido just had Pesh, didn't he? He didn't have the obvious hot name.
Yeah.
Remember that, Richard?
They didn't want to pay for too many letters, I think.
I can see, who was it that said Kipper in the first question?
I did and got laughed at.
And you were spot on.
What?
What's going, Robe? Have you swallowed a BCFC encyclopedia or what? Because you're getting too good at this.
He's Benjamin Button. He's 105, really.
Actually, I've just realised he's got Alexa in the background. So as we're asking the questions, Alexa's answering.
Craig, come on. Why do I need Alexa when I got this?
I'm gonna double check now on number 19. Right. So okay. So what did we say for? So it was 93, 94 was the name.
No, seriously, I do remember that because the first game was against Plymouth in the cup, in the Coca-Cola Cup. We won 3-0.
Okay.
We have one.
Let's have one more. Which final took place at St Andrews on the 29th of May, 1987?
Oh, I know. I'll figure this one out.
Playoff final. Charlton and Leeds.
87? 87?
Yeah, I think so.
You're you're spot on, yeah. It was a second division playoff final between Leeds and Charlton.
And they wouldn't let Birmingham supporters buy tickets because it was Leeds.
Did anyone go to that? Do you know anyone who went to that?
No, you couldn't go. Couldn't go.
Oh, right.
Have you got any over the last 15 years for me and Claire?
Yeah, I'm set it up.
I'll give you another one that's more your era, if you like. Okay, let's see if I'm going to find a decent one. Oh no, they all seem to be pretty old, aren't they?
There's got to be at least one there from more modern times, surely.
Whilst you're finding a question, I just got to say, Tony Saul has made a great comment on Facebook where he's turned around and said, our best signing across the past 2 seasons has actually been Chris Davies.
Yeah, good question. Good. Yeah, probably. You do realise I've been alive for half of the history of Birmingham, don't you?
Yeah, you'll know this one, Paul, I'm sure. Who won all 5 of the men's awards at the end of the 23-24 season?
I know.
There we go.
Yeah, can I ask one?
Go on, then.
It's a modern one, so you might have a chance. Against which team did Stano score his first goal for Blues?
Plymouth.
It was that one where he flicked it and then went over, wasn't it?
Come on, as a substitute and kicked into the Tilton.
Winning goal in the last minute.
But when you look at the goal now, you've literally got one steward in a high-vis jacket at the bottom of the Kop, clapping his hands when he scored the goal, as though nobody's there.
That was actually me, Paul.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fraser Higgins said, do we know how many of those Panini stickers were given out?
Thousands.
Yeah.
There was boxes and boxes and boxes in the car park, and I think there was also the same round in the fan zone as well. So yeah, there was lots, and for those people that shamelessly are selling them on eBay, what a shame they're worthless. Yeah.
I'm still trying to swap a Gary Pendry for a Kevin Broadhurst 1977-78 if everybody's got one.
Can I just get back to the chimneys? I mean, in all seriousness, some of the comments, well, not seriousness, but some of the comments I thought were quite funny. I sort of didn't want to laugh, but you laughed, didn't you?
Yeah, the sausage and mash made me laugh.
Sausage and mash, I thought.
The Willy Wonka one was funny.
That was the coffee table. Tom Wagner's Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I like that one.
In Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. All of the dreams came true at the end. So if they want to call it Wagner's Chocolate Factory, that's fine.
Yeah, I think sausage and mash is my favourite.
Yeah, if anyone's watching that's involved, obviously, in the catering side of the new stadium, we need to be selling that in the kiosks. The mash facing upwards.
And if it is a chocolate factory, if Cadbury wanted to spend 15 million a year for the naming rights, they'd be very welcome, wouldn't they?
Yeah. You could change these to dairy milks, couldn't you, around the stadium?
Yeah.
Well, what a perfect advertising that would be as well. Just replace the chimneys with dairy milk; it'd be perfect.
Yeah. Think over the front of them, ain't you?
As long as it's not silent in the stadium and a whisper. Sorry, I couldn't.
Oh dear.
It'll give us a boost as well.
Oh,
brings back memories of the last 15 and chocolate bars. That
does. Here we go. It's going to light up now.
Okay, so I'm going to talk very briefly now about last Thursday's Football Content Awards. For me personally, it was worth going all the way up there just to meet Martin Tyler, the voice of childhood and growing up. And funnily enough, I said that to him as well when I shook his hand. I said, I've grown up with your voice. And he said, funnily enough, so have I. That was well worth it. And I think Chris, wasn't to be, but it was an achievement in itself to get there, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. I mean, if you think there were 14 in our category, I mean, there must be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of podcasts. So, just to get there, I think we did well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the food was outstanding as well, wasn't it?
The food was fantastic.
Could have come earlier though. A bit hungry by 8, but
yeah.
That's good.
To be honest, I've still got them.
I couldn't get any information from that. Everybody's going on and on about the grounds. What's going on? Nothing was forthcoming.
No, but no, it was Peterborough that won it, and obviously well done to them. So yeah, it was a nice trip out, wasn't it? I think, to be honest, we were all just on cloud 9 from seeing the stadium on the way up there, weren't we? All our evening at all. But yeah, onto the we keep doing what we do, and thank you to everyone out there that voted for us. And we move on, don't we? We keep going.
And thank you as well for the huge amount of positive comments that we got afterwards.
Oh yeah.
It's really nice to read how much the show helps people and changes people's lives in the way that it has. So thank you to everybody for the comments and also the votes in the first place. Because we wouldn't have got there without your votes.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Richard asked you earlier who was the most difficult person to interview. Who was your favourite, or has been your favourite person to interview so far in that 30 years?
Oh, God, that's really, really hard, isn't it? It's very, sometimes there are people who have got very little to say most of the time, who aren't doing well, and don't want to be interviewed, but are very entertaining. So, strangely, Scott Hogan was one of the most entertaining interviewees we had in recent years. But I've always enjoyed talking to Lucas. Lucas is very honest, talks very sensibly about the game. True modern legend of Birmingham City, and I do miss him being around. I know the club is now moving forward, and he wouldn't have got any minutes this season and that sort of thing. But Lucas was always a joy. When he got a goal and he was ready to chat, it was always good fun.
Yeah, no, yeah. We've had him on here as well, and it was just a legendary episode. Absolutely brilliant company.
That's great.
So yeah, and what a player for us as well during tough times. It was his goals that sort of pulled us out of the mire, weren't they, on many occasions?
Yeah. Any photo of him scoring a goal should have at least 2 defenders hanging on him.
Yeah,
that's how it always felt it was.
Yeah, I've said to this day he's the best I've ever seen in my life so far at taking headed goals in a blue and white shirt. I've not seen anyone better than him. Taking headed goals. He's absolutely in the air, wasn't he?
I was going to say, Paul, that goal at Forest, the header.
Yeah,
that stunning.
Yeah. Well, there's loads of them though, isn't there? He scored loads.
Yeah,
that are just unstoppable. The power he used to get behind the ball. Sometimes he wasn't really having much of a run up, was he? Or much of a. It was a lot of it. It was from a standing start. I'm just trying to think back. But there was. I remember him getting one against. I can't remember who it was against now. The ball came over for him. I think it was Hotter, and he's just headed it down so hard, and it's the keeper's done like a star jump in the middle of the goal, and he didn't have a prayer. You could have had. Could have put 3 keepers in there, and they wouldn't have saved it. Who that was against now? Anyone?
At Reading.
What ahead of that was
edge of the box, and he beat the keeper with pace. Wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, daft as it sounds, his best goal for us probably wasn't with his head. It was probably away at Bristol City, wasn't it? When Camp.
That was tremendous.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, and what did we think of the Tifo as well on Saturday?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Claire was on it. For those that haven't noticed, if you look in the far corner with the hat and the blonde hair, anybody would have thought that was Claire.
Yeah. It does look like you, Claire, doesn't it?
It did actually, very, very. I loved it. I mean, I think for certain games, I think it's good. I wish it was on. I wish it was down when the players walked out. It was very quick for me. I think we should have savoured it a little bit more, but it was good. Hopefully we can do some more.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be good with some players on as well, wouldn't it? And
I think that there's loads of ideas. If people have got ideas, send them to the club because they're always thinking of them. The Crystal Palace one was unique. It was, anything that's got a meaning behind it or something like that, I'm sure the club would love to know.
Yeah. I thought the screen was faulty on the Tilton to start with because there was big lines down it. Did anyone else think that? I thought the screen was faulty.
I couldn't hear anything anyway. Couldn't hear any of the old players talking or anything.
Couldn't hear Jude. I couldn't hear Jude at all.
No, it was great to see the force back as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah.
I deliberately got there early just so I could meet him, to be fair.
What did you say to him, Rob?
He tried to steal his shirt and his scarf.
I just said, why got your wallet there? No. I just wanted to just literally, just say it's just been a pleasure watching you over the years. It's fantastic. And just before I was escorted off, he gave me the signed photo. Honestly, I was like a lot of people were just like, as soon as he appeared, it's like the Pied Piper, and everyone just followed him no, lovely bloke. Really had, nice little chat with him. It was nice to meet someone like that. I mean, fair play to Blues for getting someone like that, And of course, Barry Bridges was there as well on that side. I think was it Jono and Gary Bender on the other side.
Yeah. No, he's got a good catalogue of goals as well, hasn't he, for Sal? Thinking back now of his top sort of 3 goals for us, it's hard to do it, isn't it? Really.
Is my mind playing tricks on me? But when we had Force on loan, he actually outscored Drogba.
Possibly, yeah. He got 17 Premier League goals. That's it.
I'm just thinking.
He
outscored him.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, no, he was a great player, wasn't he? Richard, doing back then as well, Richard, when he was playing for us.
Yeah, no, he was. I mean, for me, his finishes were always tended to be across the keeper, is the way I remember him. Low across the keeper. He was quite a high percentage finisher, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he kind of knew the spot to go, knew where he's going to get the best chance of beating the keeper. But it just handled himself with class when he was at Blues as well, and he did again on Saturday. I mean, he was meeting so many people, had time for everybody, didn't he?
Yeah,
it'd be good to have him around again.
Yeah, no, he was sat just down from me, and obviously the padded seats just behind Tom Wagner. And every time a goal went in, he was really celebrating like one of us. It was great to see. He was up clapping and going mad, which was great, like we all were. So yeah. Right, we're into the last 5 minutes. This time's flown by, hasn't it? So shall we have predictions for Wednesday? And also, obviously, we won't have a show next week, will we? Because we've got Watford at home Monday night. So
thank you,
Scott. We'll be back after tonight on Monday, the 8th of December. But yeah, so let's start with West Brom. I'll do my two first, then I'll hand it round. So I think at West Brom we'll win 2-1, and I think at home to Watford we will win 2-0. Claire?
I've got to admit, Paul, they were what I was going to say. I think we've got a chance against the Baggies. I mean, hopefully we can have another. Remember Hogan scoring. Hopefully we can have that again, but last time it wasn't great. But yeah, I think we've got a good chance. But I think we go into it with a bit of confidence as well. We need to start getting our home form's brilliant. It's the away form that we need to start really changing if we're going to be challenging. So I agree with you. 2-1, 2-0.
Cool. Chris?
I'm going to go 2-2-1s.
Okay. Yeah. Richard?
Time to get the first goal away from home, isn't it? You go habit of conceding first. So I'm going to 2-0 win at the Hawthorns, and I reckon we can do 4 again on Monday. But I'm saying it quietly, but I think we can do 4 again.
That'd be nice.
Wow. I assume you'll be there at both games?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Alan?
I'll go 2-0, and I'd just like to thank Sky again for putting the game on Monday night. So that's another. I'm averaging 1 game a month at the moment. It's, we all know the reasons why, and it annoys me. Just annoys me.
Move back up here, mate.
Huh?
Just move back up here.
Yeah.
Well,
Rob's got a spare room.
I've Rob's always free.
If I ever move back, I've got my flat picked out in Solihull, which is about 2 minutes from the station, so I can get there.
Yeah, beautiful area, Al. You're more than welcome. Come on, join us.
Yeah, he lives in the posh area, the posh bit of Solihull. He does, Craig.
Yeah. Craig, your predictions, Craig?
2-0 Wednesday night. I agree with Wilf. I think we could do another 4. I really do. I think we're just on fire at home, and it'll be nice to do it in front of the Sky cameras as well.
Yeah. Do we know when Pake's back at all, Richard? Any idea when he's going to be available?
He was going to start to do some contact training, I think, over the next few days. They'll be very careful with him. You're probably looking at another 3 weeks. Is the optimistic estimate. The danger is if it goes out again.
Yeah.
And if it goes out again, then you're looking at months. So, but they're pleased with how it's going.
Good. That's good. I mean, Mark Leonard hasn't done anything wrong. He played really well on Saturday.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, Pake has been, since he's had Tommy Doyle next to him, I just think Pake has been next level, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. But I mean, Doyle's improvement has come because he's worked out what he's got to do off the ball. And now that Chris Davies can trust him to do that, we see his ability to move the ball quickly, as I was saying earlier. And that's what's sprung them going forward. It really has.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I thought Doyle had his best game on Saturday.
Yeah.
By a mile.
Yeah, he was outstanding, wasn't he? Absolutely.
Mile.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Prem player, and you can see that.
Yeah.
He has got what it takes to play in the Premier League. He has played in the Premier League, hasn't he? So
yeah.
Is there any chance we might lose him at Christmas because
no
chance?
No recall.
No recall now.
Because I watched the Wolves highlights, admittedly, and you're thinking, how can't he get in that team?
But I tell you what, I'd love to be able to sign him permanently in January. Yeah. If there's one signing to go after, it would be. I think with him.
You're looking at the double figures in millions, I think, for him. at least 10 million, at least. So yeah, it'd be a big statement if we can get him permanently because he's a quality player, really good, so enjoyable to watch as well. So yeah, is that everything, Chris? Is that it?
There we go. There we go. We're all done. That's a wrap.
Okay, so thank you very much, Richard, for your time tonight. It's been much appreciated, mate.
You're welcome.
So we've been the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by AMG Logistics. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Mark Adams, Mr. Rowe.
Good night from me. I reckon we'll beat Albion 2-1, and I reckon we'll beat Watford. I reckon we'll beat Watford 3-0.
Okay, I did not come to you.
No,
We do try and forget him, Paul. I thought you were doing it on purpose because we really do try and forget him.
Have we got the Barnets, Chris?
And now you're doing it. You're forgetting to hand over to somebody else now.
Oh, Chris, me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good night from me, and it's good night from Claire.
It's good night from me. Can't wait to see the Blues family on Wednesday. Rich, we might see you there. It's good night from the fixer, Craig Courtney.
It's good night from me, and I've just posted on the message board, and I'll stick it up on socials. Please vote for our very own Chelsea Corner in the Women's Super League 2 Goal of the Month. Details to come out, but thank you all for joining and watching, and I'm handing over to the chairman.
After all that, now I don't know who's left.
You have to guess.
Are you left, Paul?
No, you got Richard and Chris left. I'll help you out.
Okay. Well, a little remark to Richard for his cricket reports. I spent more time on the train on Saturday than England did in batting. Okay. Have a good time, mate. Thanks for coming, and God bless everyone.
And it's good night from me. And it's good night from Richard.
Yeah. Keep right on, everybody.
Good night.
Good man.
Panthers dancing in the corner and Robe's looking amused.
No, I'm just thinking, you know the sticker we got? Have you put it in the programme yet? And do you do it dead straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared to do it because I've got a dry mouth. I'm a bit shaky.
Get a ruler. Just get a ruler. Put it at an angle. At the
Should have got us to sign it and then put it in your programme. Would have been worth a fortune.
And don't forget to peel the back off.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to, I'll have to give it a go.
And Robe, it's not real gold, so don't try and steal it.
Mark, you're into memorabilia. I've got Michael Forsell's life story here.
Ah, is that the autobiography?
Yeah, we know.
Pardon? Yes.
There's a big
You interested?
Oh, there's a massive thing missing there, though. Meeting Robe.
Yeah. Well, I'll send it in the post. It is autographed. It's autographed.
What's that say?
It says to Alan, the chairman.
Happy birthday, Maya, from Mikkel.
How did you get that?
Well, I phoned the publishers in Finland and told them I wanted to review the book.
Yeah.
Would they send me a copy? And they did.
Oh, right.
I said, fun. There's lots of lovely pictures in it for you.
Right.
Just make me an offer.
I'm going to go and watch Man United lose to Everton, hopefully.
Thank you, Rich, for coming on.
Yes, thanks, Rich. As always.
Thanks, all the best, and give him a shout for me for Wednesday, because unfortunately I'm not there. So all the best. He's gone.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Cheerio.
Have a week.
Bye.
Bye.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Finn, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Finn goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at fin.ai.
Tuppence a bag. Tuppence a bag. Tuppence a bag. Feed the bird. Tuppence a bag. Didn't understand her name. Right. You'll come in when you go up.
There you are. We're going up now.
All right, okay.
Come on then. Right, no,
I've been twice,
right, Eddie. Oh, shit. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello.
Oh,
hello, can you hear me okay?
No, it's playing up.
There you go. That's it. Can you hear me okay?
Hey?
Can you hear me okay?
Can you hear me?
I can, yeah, you're a bit jittery.
Oh, dear.
Where
do I get the sound from?
I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
Yourself? Can you see me?
Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah, I did. Did you? So you can't hear me?
I can't hear you now.
How do you know what I just said then?
That's worse.
One.
Go on, say something.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. It's fine. I hadn't got my sound turned on.
Ah, right, okay. Here we go.
You can't see my adverts telling me that my antivirus has run out.
No.
No, it keeps flashing up, annoying me.
All right, okay.
Right, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you?
Yes, I'm fine. Except in the last week, I've lost my hearing aid, my wallet, and today my phone.
Oh, my life. Where have you lost your phone?
Somewhere between here and where I went this morning. I think I left it in the place. I put my coat down on the seat, just threw it down, and if it's fell out, that's where it's fell out. If it's fell out anywhere else, I'm knackered because it's left on the bus or. But I didn't get it out on the bus. I usually doodle along with the bus with it out, but I didn't today. So if it fell anywhere, it either fell while I was walking 50 yards or in the place itself. Oh dear, it's cold in here.
Freezing in here, right?
Have we got anybody special on tonight?
I believe. Oh God, they got a stupid dog here.
Dog.
Richard Wilford's coming in, so.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'll just sort this bloody dog out. I can't hear if anybody else comes in. What is going on? Oh, I'm going to fix that. What?
Can you hear me, Mother? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me.
I can hear you.
I can. Mr.
Can you hear me? He's got his headphones. He's got his headphones. Can't hear me. Craig can't hear us.
Your headphones are not working.
You can't hear us. You can't hear us. No. He's looking at me. I'm stupid. He's come. Right, okay. Let me feed Mr. Doug.
Good evening.
Ah, there you
hello.
Go. Okay. I don't think they can hear us.
Good evening.
They can't hear us, surely.
I don't.
No, they can't.
Headphones?
Craig can.
Yeah, hello.
Cowboy's face. You're right.
Yeah, you're right, but you're right, Claire. You're right, Al.
Hello,
You're
mate.
right.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
He got back in touch with me, Paul. He said, I said, are you a Blues fan or do you just report? He said, that is always a complicated question. As I said at Baines's, I'm from a blue-nosed family, but like Liverpool as a kid.
Okay.
But I've grown out of that now. And he said, does the 11 have to be the best 11 or favourite 11, or can I do something slightly different? I said, you can do it however you like.
Blues, is he on about doing blues though, yeah?
I mean, firstly, I've had the privilege of meeting Tom on a couple of occasions, and that guy isn't just in it for football. He's in it for the city. Some people will turn around and say, no, he's not. He's a businessman. He's there to make a profit. Well, yeah, he's there to make money. But he's investing not just in a football club, but there's investment from Knighthead in the Birmingham netball team. There's investments in the Birmingham Phoenix for the cricket. So he is firmly branching out into the city. Every promise he made, the first time we as fans met him and got the open letter from him, he has followed up on. So he's brought us St Andrews to the state of the art that it is now. He's brought in the additional revenue. He's brought in the players. He's backed the manager. He is going to follow through on this stadium. And, he wants to make Birmingham City a force. And I don't think there's anything holding him back. In terms of the stadium, just seeing it for the first time was just that intake of breath, and it's like, oh my God, is this really happening to us? We looked at it, and at first, mixed responses to the 12 chimneys, but when you hear that that's all to do with the history of the area, what it means to the club, and also what those chimneys will actually do in terms of sound and things, it's incredible, and I cannot wait to see them break soil for that first time. And then from my seat in St Andrews now, look across and see that magnificent stadium being built.
You'll be lucky. I can't even see the other side of the pitch. All that smoke.
Be more smoke with the chimneys, Al.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, perhaps. Stick the fireworks up them. Oh, dear.
I don't know if to talk or not.
I know, yeah. I thought Craig was a clairvoyant. Talking to no one.
Yeah, he can hear us.
I can't see what's going on. So has he stopped yet? No.
Chris, Robbo's up for the 23rd of December if you're doing a show.
23rd December. When's Christmas? Yeah. 25th or 24th?
25th.
That's right.
Be a proper Christmas special if we did. Because Claire's, you're away. Claire, you're not coming back till the 22nd. So it's actually a Tuesday night. You're on mute, Claire. It's actually a Tuesday night.
On the field, they can keep pressing on, and there's no reason why.
I'm in Iceland.
Target should be top half of the table. And could we go for playoffs? Why not? Could they go for top two? It's going to be tough. But I think we're in a stage where we're building, but what we are now beginning to see is the foundations of a truly fantastic side. So I would hope that we can get into the playoffs and give it a go. And hey, if we can do a double bounce, it'd be absolutely amazing. But if not, we'll have the footings ready for next season.
One game at a time, that's what I say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Can't get too excited, can we?
Can't look anywhere further past Wednesday at the moment.
I can't wait for West Brom. I hope we absolutely.
Keep right on.
I think we'll beat the Albion, to be honest.
I hope so.
Robbo thinks we'll hammer them.
No problem at all. Cheers.
I didn't just say that live on radio, did I?
No, it's not on yet. No, we're not on yet.
No, I'm on about bloody Craig on WM.
No, it's on TalkSport.
Oh, it's even worse.
Well, TalkSport 2, it's not the proper one.
Is he
Not being on a Sunday night instead of a Saturday night, match of the day too.
Yeah, match of the day too.
You're
sorry about that. Joel hatting and all that business.
That's all right.
Who are you talking to, Craig?
That was
his brother.
EFL. It was the EFL live show on TalkSport 2.
Oh, I listened to that the other night. It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're just really good. The host is, should we say, he's a Man United fan who's extremely jealous of the fact that we have an owner who's American that's following through on every promise that he made. And that's what he's just said. He was like, as a Man U fan, if they could only do that, it'd be amazing. And he said about the stadium, his words were, when I looked at it, he said, I was instantly sold because it's about the city. He says, and when you hear the history around why it's there as well, you then begin to resonate that as fans, you can really understand it. He went, when I was looking at Manchester United's proposed plans, I looked at that and thought, that's nothing to do with Manchester.
Well,
it's all to do with Birmingham.
Why they're building a tent then? Because they like Butlins in Minehead?
Well, yeah. I didn't get a chance to actually turn around and say, you're building the Butlins of Manchester, but you could tell that he's not happy, put it that way.
Yeah.
Was he from Manchester?
Yeah. He was actually a Manc. I mean, that doesn't happen very often.
From Manchester, flipping out.
They're rare, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's a City fan, obviously. They don't like their ground either.
No.
My program's just turned up from Saturday. I had it posted.
I need mine. I've had mine posted.
Don't forget the space page 81 for your sticker.
Yeah, I've just put it in.
I've got loads of them.
What did you say? Page 81 in the programme?
Page 81 in the programme has the space for the sticker.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked. I brought it, but I didn't even...
I've just literally done it before I come on here, and I love it on that thing I've got as well. You seen that thing I've got with the 1875 to 2025 with the badge.
Yeah, but was that the club shop?
Yeah.
Did you buy on Saturday?
No, I bought that week, about 3 months ago.
Oh yeah, I've just realised page 81. Yeah, there's a.
Ready to go? Are we ready to go?
Sorry.
Well, you're welcome, Robe.
People are telling me I'm late. Hang on. Here we go.
G'day, this is Tony and Ryan from Tony and Ryan, very good name. And today we want to talk to you about Boost Mobile.
You know how holiday shopping is supposed to be fun, but somehow turns into a full-time job?
The lines, the chaos, the last-minute panic, the parking, it's a lot.
Yeah, this year, Boost Mobile's helping you treat your wallet and yourself with the $25 unlimited plan.
You get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with no trade-ins, no contracts, and no hassle. Just bring your own phone, start saving, and keep the vibes high and your wallet full.
Finally, a holiday deal that doesn't require wrapping paper.
Visit boostmobile.com to start saving. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 per month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Hi, this is Robert Mays from The Athletic. This time of year always gets busy. But that's when having Peloton in my life really makes a difference. The new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus, powered by Peloton IQ, helps me fit in great workouts no matter what's on my schedule. It's Peloton's most advanced equipment yet, giving you real-time guidance and endless ways to move. Peloton IQ plans your workouts, tracks your progress, and corrects your form so you can train smarter and make the most of your time. Let yourself run, lift, flex, push, and go. Explore the new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.